Hi, hello. Today we are going to talk about the two times taking out technique for the cat's cradle free game, making the usual opening figure. Oui. Okay, here we have it. Now, as you know, we take out the figure by making one time passing under the parallel string. So we pass it one time under. We can pass it two times under. We can even pass more, but it is difficult to achieve sometimes. Now here on the table is even more difficult. So I take it. I'm going to pass it under the string. I have to help with the other hand and pass it two times. So I've passed two times under the parallel string. And here I make unusual taking out. Let's see what happens. Alright, as you can see, we have already interesting figure. Now this figure, it's a phantom of the usual finger that comes up later in the classical cat's cradle game, but it is not the same figure. You open it, you will see that this figure is not the classic figure, but it looks like the classic, but it is not. We are going to show you, we make the usual taking out for that figure, and you'll see that another figure will come. Take a good look. So if I stretch, this will stay here, and that one, this one will stay there, but the figure has a well, it collapses. That's what happens to this figure. So to get out of here, I'm going to make a simple stretching technique. I'll take this one and I'll stretch it. Oh, all right, take a good look. All right, you see how beautiful string figures can come from cat's cradle in a very easy way. Take a good look at this figure. This figure is more close to a string figure net than it is to a cat's cradle figure, right? Take a good look. All right, this is what I'm talking about. The game has so much figures to give to us, completely unknown. Very interesting. Now I could call it out here, but this is too little for a demonstration. I'm going to take out this with a 2 and this one with only 1 to see what's coming. Alright. This time here I'm going for the technique, the 2 times taking out technique. Here I will take the usual or the most obvious crossing, although I have here another one, but I choose this one. And here I'm going to make it again. 1 time and 2 times. Let's see what's going on. As you can see, these takings, they give figures more or less the same type. This type. Triangle here and a triangle there. Okay, it is interesting. This time we have only this connection here, and here we have a lot more of connections. Very interesting, right? So it is a good idea to have a simple or more classic takeout, like this one and this one, for instance. Let's find out what's going on. The figure is interesting also. It's interesting. Now here I'm going to take this time these two, but 2 times, which is very interesting. So 1 time, have to be very careful here. This is more difficult. Alright, this is more difficult. more difficult. In the table is difficult, but this taking out, even with two players, it needs the help of the other hand to pass the parallel string 2 times. Alright? Again, we have the same type of figures, but this time with a connection here also. This is very symmetrical, right? Very interesting. Very interesting figure. Symmetrical here, here, and with a twist there. Let's try just a simple and classic taking out. And then we drop it. Okay. So we drop it here. We are going to, this is already clear. We are going to the beginning again. You took notice just because of a small changing in the technique, very subtle, very small, right? Almost nothing. And the huge change in the game that we have introduced. I'm going to try to make it 2 times in the two sides, which is of course extremely difficult here. All right, 1 time. Now 2 times. And here I'm going to try it 1. Whoa. It's difficult. And 2. So if I did not make any mistake, I have 2 times taking. But even if I have spoiled it, it's nothing, because we want new figures, and even a spoiled movement can give an extraordinary figure. Sometimes we don't know, we never know. You saw those loops that unlooped themselves alone. Very interesting. So what we have here is a figure of the same type. I was under the impression that it could be much more complicated, but no, take a good look. That is actually good, because if it was too much complicated, a knot, a mess, or something very untakeable could come out. I'm going to make a classic here just for the sake of seeing. I'm laughing because if this one was not bounded, we had the simplest of all figures. But because this one is bound here, we take this. Alright, I'm going to drop it here, just show to you how we take these figures. We make this crossing, and the middle is here. Okay, I'm going to make 2 times again. 1 time and 2 times. That's what we are studying here. Alright, again. But this figure is interesting. Take a good look. Very interesting, right? And now we're going to choose here this one. We have choose always the more out crossing. Now I'm going for the more inside. Don't tell me it is a classic. No, it's a phantom. Okay, I think the technique is well understood. There's nothing special to this, but it can give a lot of fun, a lot of good figures to the game, and of course it's the free game. And I hope you have fun and enjoy yourselves. Thank you for watching.